Welcome back everyone, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're a Florida family who absolutely loves to fish, and we're bringing you along on all of our adventures. We've been learning these coastal waters one trip at a time, and over the last couple of years we've tried our hands at fishing the Atlantic Ocean. We've definitely come a long way, but wow, there is still so much to learn. Out here every single day brings a brand new adventure. So hop on board, grab your rods, and let's see what today has in store. Let's go fishing. So the day started off with high hopes. We were out on the water before sunrise, coffee in hand, rods ready, feeling good about the morning. We filled up on gas, got everything prepped, and when we got to the ramp, it was completely empty. That alone felt like a good sign. And honestly, it was one of those Florida mornings where everything just looked perfect. Glassy water, light breeze, and that sunrise glow that makes you feel like it's going to be a great day on the water. But I won't say the day took a turn for the worse, because honestly, any day out on the water is a good day, and we weren't sad about it. But I should have known what kind of day we were in for when we made our first stop for bait, and there was none. Not a single bait fish in sight. We did end up catching 2 blue runners, which we held on to for later. With very little bait to work with, we switched over to trolling. We had a Nomad DTX down deep and 2 weedless squid rigs on the surface. We had trolled most of the morning trying different speeds and patterns, but not a single hit. So it was time to switch gears. We had a spot we had discovered before, a place that always seemed to hold a bunch of big vermilion snappers. And after the frustration of trolling all morning, we figured, why keep beating ourselves up? We needed to change things up and go after something we knew we could. We had caught nice fish there before, and we were confident we could do it again. For this deep drop, we were fishing in about 300 feet using our Penn Mariner rod paired with a Penn Rival level line reel. We had rigged a modified chicken rig, 5 hooks with about 2 pounds of weight. The drift was fast, so we had to work to keep the line vertical. Once we lined up correctly, the action finally picked up. We made 4 drifts and caught vermilion on 3 of them. The first one was the biggest of the morning. Next, we hooked into a short gag grouper, and of course, we realized afterward that the camera wasn't rolling. But we did record the release, using a descending device to send it back down safely with a return them right setup. With fish in the cooler, we moved on to explore the reef edge. Our last drift lined us up perfectly, putting us right where we wanted to be. With those baits still lively, we figured we'd switch things up again and see if we could pull up a keeper grouper this time. Black grouper and red grouper were open, and worst case, we could always battle an amberjack. Here we used one of the blue runners we caught earlier and dropped it down on the same Penn Mariner, Penn Rival setup. A Carolina rig would have been ideal, but we didn't have a heavy enough weight for that depth. So instead we used a modified chicken rig. As soon as that blue runner hit the bottom, immediate hookup and a hard hit. Watch this clip as we wrestle in what turns out to be a 1/2 inch short amberjack. In the state of Florida, an amberjack needs to be 28 inches to the fork. This one measured at 27.5. It put up a great fight, and for a moment we really thought we had a keeper. But nope, just shy of the limit. Still an awesome catch and tons of fun to reel in. We had one blue runner left, so we sent it down. This time the bite felt different. Heavier, slower, more like a grouper. Well, it was a grouper. Short, snowy grouper. Not a keeper, but a beautiful fish. We released it safely so it could return strong. After the snowy, we had switched spots. We had found some scattered weed patches. Not full lines, but small clumps drifting around. We had saw a decent patch and tossed a bucktail to it. Immediate hookup. It was a small mahi, nowhere near the 20-inch minimum for Florida, but still fun to catch. The next day we headed back out to see if the bite had improved. With only a few hours to fish, we focused on trolling again. Check out that sunrise. We had put out a spread. Again, we had the Nomad DTX down deep, this time 3 weedless squid rigs near the surface. We had trolled for about 2 hours before the first bite, and then the reel suddenly started screaming. It was a good size mahi, showing off incredible colors as we brought it in. We reset the lines and hooked up again. This time, a tuna. This short day wrapped up with one more small tuna before we headed in.